factors of, you can have all sorts of stuff, okay? But when you're calculating margins, you need to add up the absolute value of all positions. So they all become positive. Okay? All right, let's look at one example. Once you understand the portfolio weights, you can go more than 100%. Right? You can understand the importance of mean variance in standard deviation ratio. Why? You can understand why single mean or standard deviation is not very important. It's the ratio that determines which one is good, which one is bad. Okay?
And that's the information ratio?
Yes, sir. Okay. Let's look at SP 500 for stocks, and then we'll do another one for funds. To simplify things, let's use, not to simplify, I just don't want to see too many rows. Let's look at monthly data for a change. And let's download all of this. This is SPY. Another one. Down below. Next is SPY. You see this is monthly. Let's also get a keeper. HEG. Last time we looked at this. This is an aggregate bond, has all sort of bonds. Let's download this as well. Already checked the match up until here. All right, so this is our data. Okay. SP and the HEG for about 10 years. So, as always, we first convert this into returns. Return. All right, so we created two columns of data. These are our inputs. Okay, so we're going to create a portfolio. Before we do that, let's first calculate the recurrent means and deviation. Of all these returns, the raw returns. Okay, put them in here. Deviation. And then we use average. Mean return for stocks is 0.72%. Remember, this is monthly. So it's about 0.75% a month. Okay, so it's about times 12 gives you a little over 8.5% a year. Anybody keeping track of score? How much has SP 500 gone up this year so far? Yeah, already like 25%. This year definitely is not like average year. This year is a fantastic year. Okay? If you look at the bond, it's gone up 0.36% a month. So if you compare stock versus bond monthly return, I guess stock doubles in terms of return. Okay? So one's for 1 point for stocks. In terms of risk or standard deviation, bond has a monthly, stock has a monthly standard deviation, what? 4.22%. Okay? These numbers don't look like the daily numbers. Okay? If you want to make this into daily, what do? For me,
Five.
divided by 21. What do I hear? Divided by 3. All right. This is the mean. For mean retired stocks double the bonds. For standard deviation, bond is about a little more than a quarter of stocks. Which one is better? So bond scores 1 point for lower risk. Stocks scores 1 point for higher return. So which one, in combination, which one is better?
What's your tolerance?
Let's calculate a ratio. Okay? If you have to choose one, remember you don't have to choose one. You can choose both. You can choose both, and then you can choose. And you can allocate between two of them. If you only have to keep this in mind, okay? If you can only choose one, you always choose the one with higher ratio. Okay? When you choose the one with higher ratio, if you think the return is too low or the risk is too low, you can always leverage up. Okay? That's just giving you a hint. But now we'll see how this works in a second. Put it this way, if you want to put money in bonds, but you want to double, instead of 100% in bonds, you can go 200% in bonds. You borrow some money, okay? But right now you can borrow it pretty much for free. So if you double the allocation, you're going to double the mean, you're also going to double the standard deviation. Okay? If you double the mean, now they start to match, because when you double the standard deviation, bond is still lower risk than stocks. End of the day, you'll see bond will win on the equal risk basis. Okay? So when you're making allocations, you can don't just think you have a budget of 100%. Yes, you have 100% of your money to allocate, but you can allocate 200% into one thing, and you can finance it with a cheap short-term margin loan. Then when you're budgeting, also keep in mind how much risk you want to tolerate. Say you want to tolerate 4.2% a month. If that's your quote-unquote risk budget, okay? If you have risk budget in mind, you can always just try to find a place give you the best return risk ratio. This way, when you reach your risk constraint, you can maximize your return. We'll see how it works. Okay.